Hey everybody, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and MPD by somebody that has both. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Do it now. And do all the socially things scrolling past you on the screen right now. Also visit me on Patreon, patreon.com/earlymorningbarking. I'm being weird now, I'll stop it, sorry. I want to talk to you about when the narcissist wants your attention. In this case, I am the narcissist and it is your attention I want. If you're watching my video, I'm doing well. Although chances are you're statistically one of the people who are going to turn off in the next few seconds. Oh no, you turned off 9 seconds ago. Sorry. Anyway. I did no videos last week. I did members videos. I didn't do any public videos. And it has left me wanting. Not from a creative standpoint, but from an attention standpoint. I did a live stream last night to try and make up for it. I just sort of realized I'm not comfortable with the number of people that have looked at me and listened to me this week. There need to be more. And that was all part of a bigger picture of generally just wanting more people to look at me. Yeah. Now, that in itself isn't necessarily a bad situation to be in. We all want attention, right? We all want to be seen and heard and all that rubbish. And of course, I want to too. But the tendency within MPD is to care less about how one might get that attention. And already you can start to see where some of us might run into problems along the way there. See, I would like attention because I've done YouTube videos about BPD and MPD. And when I feel like I haven't done enough and I want some more attention and I do a live stream, the worst that I can do to the world is just do a boring live stream. That there's relatively little harm I can do there. I'm not ever going to do anything offensive or hateful or harmful in some way. So the worst I'm going to do is bore the arse off you for an hour and no one will watch. That's fine, right? I'm at the good end of the spectrum now. Let's move all the way to the other end of the spectrum and suddenly you see what serial killers are made of, right? That's not to say that all people with MPD or in fact any people with MPD are serial killers, but let's be fair, of the serial killers in the world, probably some narcissistic tendencies there, to be fair. We can live with that, can't we, as a thing? Let's be honest, that's as they say, you know, not all narcissists are psychopaths, but all psychopaths are narcissists. And that's the extreme, right? I've gone a long way with that. Let's dial it back a bit, right? We can start to care less about how we get attention in a still destructive but less than serial killery way. Like starting arguments, picking on you. Just, I'm bored now. I'm going to play with you till I get some attention, whatever that takes, whatever form that might take. I might just start winding people up on Facebook or Twitter. Might just go somewhere for an argument. Might go and start a fight somewhere. You know. Might become painfully irritating. Right? That's the other thing. I've gone a violent route with it. I don't know. Maybe my head is a mess. But there's also that, you know, people who are just relentlessly, look at me, look at me, look at me. Arseholes. Right? I mean, this is what we're talking about when we say to people, oh, you're so narcissistic on social media or whatever. This is the trait, right? The look at me. I am the lead character in my own story and you're all just supporting cast, which is definitely still how I see the world. But I'm aware that that's not probably truly the case. One day I will make my video on the hierarchy of people in the world based on TV show castings. It makes more sense when I explain it properly. I'm just musing now. Sorry, ignore me. I digress. So this desire to be seen, to be heard, can be extremely destructive. Extremely destructive. Not just from the point of view of the pain of not being seen or heard, but mostly from the point of view of what we are willing to do or go through to be seen or heard. And some of us don't care if that thing is really awful, right? And so clearly there needs to be a positive way to channel this energy, right? I feel like doing YouTubes is a fairly positive thing, but is it only fulfilling for me because there are some people actually watching, right? If I was doing this and getting 1 or 2 views on each video, would it be fulfilling that attention? Maybe you need to do something creative and performative. Join a band, learn to play an instrument, that kind of thing. Oh God, look what else I've done there. Yeah, it's all very look at me, isn't it? For someone who gets accused of being introverted so often, yeah. No, it's all, but I want to be seen. I want to be looked at. I want that attention. There are positive ways of getting attention. Your mileage will vary. I can't lie and just sit and suggest things. Hobbies, stuff, right? Whatever. You need to figure that bit out. But if you want attention and notoriety and people to pay attention to you and listen to you, then there are positive ways in the world to do that. There really are. And I think we need to identify when that is what we want. Right? It's a difficult thing to actually accept. I'm kind of coming more to terms with it as I accept my MPD, right? Some of it has been about healing it, releasing myself from it, not worrying about it anymore, making traits go away. And some of it is being about being okay with some of the traits that I have. And the wanting attention, it feels very babyish, very tantrumy, very, I want attention. And that sort of thing. And it can be if that's how it comes out. And I think that was something that I denied because it feels like a bad thing, right? Wanting to be the center of attention and all that sort of thing. It feels like we shouldn't want to do that. And maybe should we? I don't know. We're talking about a narcissistic trait here. But accepting that I do that, accepting that, no, I want attention. I want to be looked at. I want people to listen to me. I don't care what else I do as long as this is happening. And part of my fears about not working in online media are based around, I want people to be listening to me all the time. And if I can accept that about myself and find these positive ways to get it out there into the world, then it's okay. Then it's livable, right? I'm not doing harm with this one, which makes a change, right? There are so many easy ways I could. I could just make a YouTube shock channel and just come here and say gross stuff, right? Or whatever. I'd get attention. I'd get comments. I'd get emails and tweets and that sort of thing. But why? I don't want that kind of thing. And I don't actually think anything that would garner me that kind of attention anyway. But, you know, that would actually be harder work than this, come to think of it. But my point is, I want to be seen and known for good things, doing positive things, having a positive effect on the world and the society I live in. Not just, look at me. That's Jake Paul or whatever. That's one of those guys, isn't it? That's the let's do something controversial so everybody looks at me. Not me. That's not my thing, and it doesn't scale. You've got to keep doing crazier and crazier dumb shit until you can't do any more stuff, and then you're done. With this, we're a slow burn. It's easier like this. You know. So you've got to be okay with it. Maybe. I don't know, change if you want to, but I'm just accepting it. And then you've got to find a positive way to channel it. I want that attention. I want that I'd like to dig deeper into it at some point. Why do I want that attention? Well, does it make me feel loved? Does it make me feel part of something? I don't know. Right? And I feel that's definitely a thing I could sit and pull apart, and gradually over time gets better with a better sense of self. Because we have to ask that question. So you want all this attention, but why? I have my reasons. They're personal to me. Not in a can't share it kind of way, but in a kind of, the events of my life have shaped me in this way. The events of your life will have shaped you differently. The things that shaped us might be similar, but they won't be the same. And I sort of have to deal with, going forward, the issues that are causing me to want to be seen in this way. The things that I get from that, the things that are missing in my life it provides, that sort of thing. It takes a great deal of self-analysis and digging deeper and pulling yourself apart to see what makes you tick, and it can be hard. Maybe that's some disturbing stuff in there. Mine's actually not too bad in this particular case, but with any of these things for any of us, it could be pretty grim in there and difficult to pull apart. But I'm going to come back to that another time, I think. Why do I want attention? Like that, but for me. Actually, no, that's a shit video. Never mind. Ignore it. Right. I hope I helped in some way. Right? Find a positive way to channel your desire to be seen. It's okay to do that, I think. And just cause no harm, please. Anyway, you take care. I'll see you later. Bye.